Hey, 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 hey. How we doing? How we doing? It's 2 o'clock live. It's 2 o'clock live. It's time for us to hang out together for a little while. Do you all see I have a new microphone? I want somebody who's in the chat or in the comments to tell me if it's okay. If the microphone sounds okay, because I could always switch back to my other microphone. But if this one sounds okay, let me know. And no, I have a person in my community who will kind of fuss at me if I do new stuff without trying it out first. And I did that today. I tried out some new stuff. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so 2 o'clock live. Hope everybody had a really good weekend. Can everybody hear me comfortably? If you can hear me, maybe say yes or something in the chat so I'll know that people can hear me. Again, if not, let me know so I can switch back to the other microphone. No, nothing. Nobody saying yes, I can hear. No, I cannot hear. Can you hear? Yes. Can you not hear? No. Can you hear me? Yes, we can hear. Thank you. There's a bit of a delay, probably as it comes through StreamYard. There's a bit of a delay. But good to see everybody again, even though I can't see any of you. I have to assume that you're here. I have to assume that you're here. I wanted this to go as a scroller. Anyway, have to assume you're here. I've had a really good weekend. I was busy learning. The weekends is where we make money, right? The money in the market is made on the weekends. In case nobody ever told you that, it's because that's when you do your study. That's when you do your preparations. That's where you do your charting. And if you're not one who knows how to chart, you need to holler at your girl because you need to learn how to chart everything. Everything in trading is based on that charting. All right. It ain't something that's, too huge and too hard to learn. It's really not. We're looking for peaks and valleys, right? We're looking for peaks and valleys. It's not difficult. Hey there, you can maybe find my I think I have a charting video or two on my YouTube channel. That way you can go and see what is it, how do we chart? But it's important that we chart. I don't want to get stuck there. I just want you to know that it's important that you chart. All righty. Hey to my Instagram folks. How y'all doing? Hope that holds or exposed to. Okay. Yes. All righty. Start with charting on the weekends. You're looking at the stocks you're interested in looking at. That's what we do on the weekends. We do that as well. You get yourself prepped. Also on the weekends, you take a mental break. On the weekends, you also take a mental break because the market can be hard on your emotions. The market can be hard on your emotions. How is it hard on your emotions? It's hard on your emotions because our money mindsets play in. We're going back and forth on, am I making it? Am I losing it? The highs and the lows. If you've made money, the excitement kicks in, those endorphins. If you lose money, that whole fear thing kicks in, that kicks into your nervous system. So there we're basically swinging our nervous system from side to side during the week if you're trading. And we got regular life. You got a family, you probably got a job, you doing things that require your energy and time and focus along with the market. So your nervous system needs a break on the weekend. So you take a little time on the weekend. Generally on Saturday, usually on Saturday mornings, I'll fix a nice breakfast, or we go out to breakfast on Saturday mornings for my husband and I, because I've spent the whole week yes, I am live. Yes, I am. Are you live? I'm live right now. I spent the whole week really rushing in to get on my calls or going to work Monday through Thursday. I actually go to teach at the university, so I leave home around 8 o'clock in the morning during the week. Well, first 4 days of the week. So I don't have time to be fixing a nice little breakfast and sitting down and enjoying it. So I don't have that. But on the weekend, I usually take a little time to fix a coffee and sit and enjoy it at the table. I sit and enjoy my coffee at the table, not on the go on the weekend. Okay. I wanted to talk a little bit. If you were not with us this Saturday, you missed it. You missed it. Last Saturday, we did this past Saturday, not last Saturday, this past Saturday, we did the SPX training for daily profits. And I think there's some people on the call with us. If you're on the call and you were in that training, put something in the chat. Put a little something in the chat, right? If you were in the training this weekend, oh my, there was a great amount of value that was had on Saturday morning. Okay, it was a morning in this case because there was so much heaviness. We talked about SPX in the morning, SPX in the noonday, SPX in the last 15 minutes. Yes, it was great. We talked about getting how do you get in the morning if you want to trade SPX using the PDT hack. If the morning doesn't suit you, it doesn't work for your life, and you'd rather do the afternoon, how do you trade in the afternoon? Definitely got a strategy there. Nicole said it was hot. Rosalind said, great trading this weekend. Oh, Jimmy says, I found you. Yes, Saturday session was fire. It was good. It was good. It was good. Right? So when you, on the weekend, in the morning, SPX, if you want to get in the morning, you use your PDT hack. We've got that there. If the morning doesn't work for you and afternoon suits you best, maybe 12, 1 o'clock, we've got a strategy for SPX that is 12:30, 1 o'clock, right? 12:30, somewhere in there. If you, all that daytime, you don't have time for all that because you're busy, maybe you busy, you humping, you're taking care of kids, whatever your thing is, there's a strategy that we use for 3:45 in the afternoon where you can just expose yourself to SPX for 15 minutes. Don't do exposing yourself, but you get it. You expose your resources to the SPX market for 15 minutes. For 15 minutes in the afternoon. It can be a little scary, but we do have a strategy that works on Saturday afternoons. So we use all those. And in addition to that, you can also use your strategy on XSP and use less collateral. We've talked about XSP every day here, and hang with me. We're going to look again today, see what the market's doing. This week's got a lot of stuff happening this week. I hope y'all were on live with me last night. And if not, then make sure you watch the video from yesterday evening. But I talked about there's a lot of earnings this week. FOMC is going to give their interest rate hike announcement on Wednesday, but there's a whole bunch of earnings. There's just stuff happening. There's a red folder every day this week. So there's some kind of landmine you have to watch out for, which is why trading as a seller is really good, because we don't have to jump in the market early in the day. We can let some time pass, right? And get in at the end of the day after all the hoopla has happened, and we can make our money at the end of the day. We don't have to jump right in at 9:30. If you decide to, that's fine, but you don't have to jump in at 9:30. You really can wait. You can wait. Definitely can wait. All righty. Let's move with our topic today. Our topic today, I didn't talk about it. First, I want to go here before I go to the topic. If you missed out on Saturday, but you still want to have access to all the information I just shared with you, that training is available for you. You can go to Educator2Trader.com. I think it's the second icon. You can see the SPX trading for daily profits. That's available to you to get. So you can have the strategies for how you can trade SPX at any time of the day, or you can use XSP. Very straightforward strategies. Okay, I'm an educator and I've been educating for a long time. And what I like to do is put it into a format that can be easily understood by the masses and can be easily repeated. When I say easily, it does mean you may have to learn some different technology, some different technical terms, some terminology, that kind of thing. But when I say repeatable, you can follow some steps. And when you get good at it, it'll happen like no problem. All right. Go and check that out if you want. SPX, XSP training strategies over at my website. All righty. That you can go ahead and grab hold to that. Yeah. All righty. Let's move into our topic. Today, I want to talk about using put credit spreads. Put credit spreads. Why do we like credit spreads? Why do you think I like credit spreads? And I'm sticking with credit spreads for a little while because with the SPX and XSP, we use credit spreads for those two strategies or those three strategies. And I want to make sure that we understand what happens with credit spreads, right? What do we do with credit spreads? A credit spread is two options contracts at the same time. You're buying a call, you're buying a put. Nope. That's not what you're doing. My brain just went, come on back. You know what? Let me turn my fan on because I'm getting hot. Maybe that's why. I'm overheating. My brain is overheating. When you're doing a put credit spread, we start over. When you're buying a put credit spread, selling a put credit spread, you are getting a sell put and a buy put. You're buying and selling the same side. We're not buying on both sides because we're not even buyers. I'm not even a buyer. I don't even do that. What are you talking about, Arlissa? That's not even what you do. That's not even what you do. You want to sell a put and buy a put at the same time. You sell a put and you buy a put. That's what's happening when you're doing a put credit spread. You sell a put and you buy a put at the same place. Puts happen underneath the price. Put credit spreads happen under the price, believing that price will go up or at least stay up above your sell leg. I'm going to switch us over to my screen, to my broker, so we can see what's happening there. I want you all to be able to see my screen. If you're on Instagram with me, you might want to come over and join me at YouTube, Educator2Trader. I'm over on YouTube, so that way you can see the screen. I want you to be able to see the screen. Let me move this to where we can get it. Oop, there we go. We can look at SPX first, just because over the weekend we talked about SPX. We want to see what kind of put credit spreads. Notice we've been going up in SPX for a good bit of since October of last year. We've gone up and pulled back, gone up and pulled back, but we've gone up. We're on an uptrend, and we have been since October of last year. Overall trend. Yes, we got a lot of movement happening in here. There was some consolidation for a couple of months where it was really kind of between two zones. But on the overall, we've been going on an uptrend. Overall, we've been going up. The song says I'm going down, but in this case, we're going up. Right? This is what's going on. This is our daily chart. We always start with the daily chart. I charted yesterday on the live call that there was a gap just above us between 45.55, 4554. and 4563. There's a gap in here, and the price today is filling in that gap that was created back on 7/19, between 7/19 and 7/20. I want to say that was what, Thursday and Friday, because this is Friday. So between Wednesday and Thursday, that gap was created, and the price now is going in to fill that gap that was created. Okay. Gap. So this is a seller's gap. So there is resistance here. 4563 is resistance. And you can see there that the price went right on up to it. Price went right on up to 4563. And it popped that line. Came back down some. It may go past it, but at this point, we see that that's resistance. 4563 is resistance. So if we're looking at a put credit spreads mean we're going to get below the price. We want to get below the price. So now it's 2 o'clock, 2:30, almost in the afternoon. Let's look at what the price has done today, because that tells us the daily numbers, but let's look at what the price has done today. Okay. Now, as the day goes on, depending on how things go, as the day progresses, there's a trade-off with these. The title of our video is how to make $100 a day with put credit spreads. There's a trade-off to getting in early in the day. The premiums are generally better on the 0 DTEs, right? If you get in earlier in the day. But that also means that you're exposing yourself to SPX's wiles and whims for the day, and you don't know what it holds. So there has to be a trade-off. So if you're going to do SPX in the morning, you have to have a strategy that's going to protect you from getting your credit spread breached, which is why we use the PDT hack. Way to open and close, lock in your profits with the PDT hack. If you don't have a clue what I'm talking about with that PDT hack, then you're going to need to maybe look into getting that training. I think I might have done on my YouTube channel, there may be a short video on there about using the PDT hack to protect your, I'm sure there is. I uploaded it a couple days ago. Look on my YouTube channel if you're interested in that and find the PDT hack video. I want to say I uploaded it Friday. Okay, I might need to start putting like the video links in my little banner thingy so that way everybody can see. When I'm saying, go back and look for this video, you'll actually know where to go look for the video. Watch the training. Okay, cool. Definitely, Michelle, you should watch the training. It's a good one. It was a good one. Those who are in my membership get access to the trainings automatically. They're grandfathered in. So everything I do, if you're in my membership, you get access to all that stuff at no extra cost. Membership is $97 a month. You can sign up at Educator2Trader.com, and whatever we do for the community, they have access. Members have automatic access to whatever it is I do. Any trainings, they get to come automatically. So, and then they get access to me and access to the people who are in the community who help them trade, access to the exclusive Telegram group. All those good things come with the membership. Anyhow, today we've had, this is what our market has done. This is what the market has done today. Still got a bit of an uptrend going all day long. This morning, it took a little minute to get moving. It stayed inside of a zone for a little while, and then it moved out of the zone and dropped back in a little bit and then moved out, and it's continued to move on up, going that way. Right? So a put credit spread, first thing in the morning, after we had a gap up open, first thing in the morning, someplace around these 45, 35 would have been a good place for a put credit spread. But then even now that we're here further in the day, it's still not too late. It's still not too late. Okay. Let's look for some support on the daily chart. I mean, on the 15-minute chart. You can use the 15-minute or the 5-minute chart. What you're looking for is some more support. Okay, I can probably take off this gap. I'm going to turn it to a different color. I turned it green because we were using it. I was using that green line as the gap to notify me that that was a gap. And now that the price is into the gap, come on. Now that the price is into the gap, I can turn it a different color and then move it. I can move it because the gap is now being closed. But let's see, we got support right up here. Come on, move with me. There we go. Support is in this. Notice you got these very long wicks. So price is trying to pull down, but it's stopping in here. This is a support resistance area. It's right there where this first candle went up to and stopped as well. All that is the same support and resistance area. It is past it now. Support and resistance are interchangeable. One man's resistance is another man's support, right? So this same spot was resistance first thing in the morning, and now that price has gone through it, it is now support. So you can look, 45.56 is where we are. 45.56 gives us. So we want to find something, put credit spread strikes below that 45.56, because you want to say, as a seller, where do you think price will not come back to? Well, where will price not come back to? Right? We're looking on the put side. Remember our probability OTM we looked at last week a bunch. If you haven't put that on your option chain, you might want to think about it. Probability OTM helps you to determine some strikes. This one, 45.50, has a probability of 82% being out of the money. 45.55 is a 67%, a little closer. And SPX is not to be trifled with. So I probably wouldn't get that close, not for another hour. And you got another hour and a half of market moving. And even this one's, 45.50 puts you $9 below, and the SPX can move 25 points. So, even 45.50 can be a little closer, but let's take a look at it. Vertical 45.50. We're getting underneath the price. 45.50. With this trade, what we're saying is we want price. Our expectation is that price will stay above 45.50 at expiration. Come on, I don't know why it's not filling in some numbers here. I need some numbers. Oh, well, it pops up. The numbers aren't filled in, but I could click on it. It gave me something. What we're saying is we're expecting price to stay above 45.50 for the rest of the day. You're leveraging $455 though. You're collecting $45, $50 right now. You're collecting $50. You're leveraging the remainder of the 500. So you're collecting $50, but you're leveraging 450. It says here your max profit is $50. You're not going to make any more than that max profit as a seller. You're going to make whatever you'll sell it for. And your max loss is 500 minus $50. Why 500? Because it's a 5 spread. It was 450, 445, 45, 45 to 45.50. All the numbers, to the 4s and the 5s there. So the max loss would be if price goes through both of those legs, then that's going to be max loss. But that's why we take our time to pick a strike that we believe is safer, that we don't believe price will come to. Okay. If you're not too fond of that one, you think that may be a little closer than you want to be, then go down one more strike. Go down to 45. Now, the thing is, you're only going to collect $15 here in premiums, but you're leveraging that minus 500, which is $485. That's a lot of capital to leverage, but you're safer there. $15, multiples of that, How would we make $100 though? We could make $100 by doing two things. We can get our put credit spread here at $45, $50 a piece. You do 2 of these contracts, you've made your $100. If it was $50, you do 2 of these contracts, you've made your $100. There's you are for the day. That's how you would do that. Another way would be to say, okay, I can get money on the put credit spread side, but I could also get money on the call credit spread side and turn this into an iron condor. Now, what you want to be careful of when you're doing that is price has been going up. It's not going up hard all day, but it is still going up. So with that being said, you want to get into a safe place up here on the call credit spread side. You do see where some resistance is. So you want to get beyond that resistance to see if you can collect some more premiums on the opposite side of this trade. All right, we said 45.63 is resistance. So if we were to shift over here, let's see what do our probability out of the money look like on the call credit spread side. Looks like 45.70 is at 84% out of the money. Might want to do that too. Let's change it to vertical. I'm going to select now this. I want you to do it in your sim. Try it in your sim now before you get yourself where you're good. It says $50. $45, we're going to say, I'm going to take it to 50. So we'll see if it'll pick on up for us. Right? What you're saying is I'm collecting $50 here and I'm leveraging $450 of collateral. It did like that call credit spread side. And I believe we were going with 45, 45, and 50 there on the put credit spread side. I'd like to get a few more dollars out of that. One of those. It's at 2:30, which now means we've got an hour and a half of time that we are in SPX for the rest of the day. And in between these two premiums, these two trades, we can collect $95. There's your $100 a day. Okay, it's your $100 a day. I would not, if you're going to do earlier in the day, I want to stress this and reiterate it. If you're doing earlier in the day, you must do PDT hack. Do not get in SPX without a good plan or good solid desire or knowledge of the direction it's going. Don't don't trade like that. SPX will get you, and we don't want that for anybody. So don't trade like that. If you don't know how to do that, you need to go ahead and get watch the video on my YouTube channel, or come on and get that training that's running across the bottom so that you can get full scale. We don't fool up now. You can't. Education's gonna cost you some money. Anybody who went to college in our chat, if you went to college, you need to know that education costs you. I graduated from Tuskegee a lot of years ago, and that Tuskegee is a private school, and it was expensive then. It's crazy right now, but I'm telling you, it was money. Did it give what it's supposed to have gave? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know, but we paid for that. Somebody paid for it. My daddy paid for the first year, and I was on scholarship for the next 3. So somebody paid for my education, and I'm grateful for it. But what my point is that education costs you money, right? Education costs you money. So if you need a training, that's a full training or full access to people who can help you avoid the landmines and help you get to where you want to go faster, then you need to just, spend a little money on that. Period. All right. And I won't harp on that. I'm just saying that nothing worth having is going to be free. You're going to pay with time or money. Usually you paying with both. And I'm so glad to have you here, Miss Deborah. I'm glad y'all are here. Michelle, so glad y'all are hanging out with me and my antics. I love it. Okay, let's look at real quick. We're going to look at XSP, and I'm going to wrap up because I say I'm going to be on here less than 30 minutes. That's what I've been selling myself. I'm going to be on here less than 30 minutes. Looking at the probability OTM on XSP, for those who don't want to spend as much in collateral, XSP is 1 spreads. I see 455 as a good potential place for the put side. 455 may be good. And looking on the call side, I'm seeing 457. Now that's going to feel a little nerve wracking because you're right in here close, right? You're right in here close. But these are, the probability OTM can give you a little bit of comfort. Let's go with that. I'm doing the vertical 454, 455. In this case, you're only collecting $5, not really a lot. Maybe we can change it to like $8 and see if we can collect $8 at 454, 455. And then we were going over to 457, 458. There's even less money over there. But, I'm putting in, there's $5 over here. I'm going to put in 7. If we collect $8 on one side and $5 on the other, that's a total of $13. And you're leveraging 100. This is where I want people to make sure that you see this. It's $13. You're like, okay, I'm only making $13. True. But if you leveraged $13, you're making $13, $13 profit. Let me see if I can type it down here. Profity. No, that's not what we want. And you leverage $100, really 87. Collateral, that is a 13% return. Where did you go? To come back here. It's a 13% return. I think I'm in the chat instead of in the. Oh, I got too many R's. That's why I try to type from far away. That's a 13% return on collateral. Yes, you're going to pay a couple dollars in fees. $1.50, not even a couple dollars. You're going to pay $1.50 in fees. But you need to know that if you want more money to come out of that, y'all have heard me say it before. If you want more money to come out of that, you trade more contracts. $13 profit with $100 of collateral is a 13% return on collateral per day. That means you made that today. Today, right? It's $100. You want $26, you do 2 contracts. $39, 3 contracts. Do that kind of thing. Do more contracts, right? The whole point is that you're in a place where you feel confident with your numbers and you feel comfortable with how the price is going to move for the day. And you can always wait. You can always get closer and closer to end time. If you're working with XSP and you're getting closer to expiration time into the 3 o'clock window of time, you can still be there. You can still trade at those times. Just know you got to get even closer to the price in order for you to make your profits. Okay. So if you wait a little longer on XSP, you can, put yourself in, out into the trade for a shorter period of time. If you do SPX, you can also do the PDT hack we talked about. You can do it on XSP. One of the young ladies who was in our training this weekend, Nicole, she did her a PDT hack with XSP this morning and made her a nice little $13, but I think it's 13, might have been $14. Made her a nice little $14 first hour of the morning, trade profit locked in. You don't even have to worry the rest of the day. And she could, do a couple of those, several of those contracts and multiply that up every day. And let the PDT hack means you lock in your profits and you can walk away because you don't need to do anything else with that trade. Once you've got your PDT hack running, both sides PCS call credit spread, you can let that go after that. Okay, so we got our numbers here that we wrote out for today. Anybody got any questions, please be sure to ask them. I want y'all to always ask them in the chat because I'll forget to ask, do you have questions? I'll forget to ask, do you have questions? So if you're new to trading options and this is something that, all this stuff sounds really great, Arlissa, but I'm new, then you might want to go ahead and join our Options 411 live training, not trading. Our Options 411 for newbies live training. It's where I train you myself once a week on the different seller strategies. It includes cash secure puts, covered calls, credit spreads like we're doing today. It teaches you how to chart. You learn how to set your platform up properly. You learn how to get to the right level to trade selling strategies. And you have people to hold your hand while you push the buttons. And we do that for 8 weeks. Oh, no, 6 weeks. We do it for 6 weeks, not 8, 6 weeks of helping you along the way, get yourself up and running as a seller. Okay, you can go ahead and sign up for that at my website, Educator2Trader.com. If you're hanging out with me in Instagram and on YouTube, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. All righty, we're continuing to grow our channel, continuing to pass the word. I am a coach of options as a seller. I coach as a seller. I want people to know how to sell options because I am completely convinced that there's more long-term and more longevity in being a seller, an option seller. Your body's going to be better off when you're an option seller because when you're an option buyer, and I'm only saying this because I know it. I'm not talking about option buying from what somebody told me. I've bought options and I've entered and exited and won money and lost some more money and lost some more money. I've done that. And then I was like, you know what? Let me go on back over here to selling. Let me go on back over here where the water is cold. Yeah. Let me go on back over here in an area where I'm comfortable. I like selling. Selling works for me. I can teach during the morning if I need to. I can make some trades in the afternoon. I'm not worried about price moving hard in these directions. As a seller, price don't have to go nowhere. Price can sit still and my trade will be doing just fine. Just fine. All right. Find me on all the places. I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. I'm on YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel. We have a Facebook group, Educator to Trader. If you'd like to join up with our Facebook group, please feel free to do that. You can also join our membership. If you want a community to trade with, I promise you, my folks are some of the best folks to hang out with. Oh my goodness. Such a helpful and supportive community, as well as it's a vibe. My community is a vibe. We've curated a nice little community. We have a pre-market call in the morning where we're prepping ourselves for what the market is going to bring for the day. We have an exclusive Telegram where we are able to communicate and trade together in there. We do a virtual power hour at 3 o'clock every afternoon where we're in our chat doing our power hour together and just really supporting one another. We do coaching twice a month on Saturdays. And then I have pop-up ones like this past Saturday. This past Saturday was a pop-up training, that SPX. And we play Cash Flow 101 together once a month as well. We have lots of fun trying to get out of the rat race with Robert Kiyosaki. All righty. I hope all is well. All hearts and minds clear. Yes, all hearts and minds clear. We have 2 things we do in this. I don't know if that red thing means somebody's mad. We have 2 things that we do in this community. Two things. What do? We stay green and we get this money. All right. I will see you all tomorrow. Everybody have a really good afternoon. I'll see you again tomorrow. Same time, same bat station. All right. Bye.